Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to show you how I make my Cajun shrimp and sausage fettuccine. It's a very delicious recipe. The sauce is amazing. You can also substitute the shrimp with any other kind of seafood you would like. You could use king crab, snow crab, mussels, clams, whatever you want to use, you can use to substitute the shrimp, or you can make a seafood Alfredo and add them all at once. You could also add broccoli. I'm gonna steam some broccoli and have my broccoli on this side. So these are the ingredients you will need to make my Cajun fettuccine Alfredo. You're gonna need some onion powder, garlic powder, some black pepper, some Cajun seasoning. I was looking for andouille sausage, but I'm going to be using this smoked sausage. Some parmesan. I'm going to grate that. Some cream cheese. Some butter. I have a bunch of parsley here. I'm going to throw in at the end. I have some heavy cream. Some garlic. Can you see that? Okay, there we go. Minced garlic. You can use fresh garlic and chop it up if you like. And some kosher salt. Can you see? Kosher salt. Okay, and then I have a bowl of shrimp in the sink that I was rinsing off. I'm using any size shrimp you would like. Medium, large, extra large, whatever. And I'm also using fettuccine noodles that I forgot to bring out, but yeah. I'm gonna cut up my, and I'm also gonna be using a half of a medium onion. So I'm gonna cut everything up, clean everything, peel my shrimp, grate my cheese, and I'll be right back and show you guys the result. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I'm just going to show you that I have my boiling water here for my fettuccine noodles. You always want to salt your water so you can get a little flavor into your pasta as it's boiling. I have my fettuccine noodles here that I like to break in half. This is about half of a 16-ounce box, a little bit more than half of a 16-ounce box. I like to break them in half so they're easy to eat when you're eating your noodles. So I'm going to pour this in here. And give it a little mix. You know, a lot of people say add oil to your pasta, but I found that that doesn't really keep your pasta from sticking. If you cook your noodles properly and don't overcrowd your pan and cook your noodles all the way through, then your pasta will not stick. So, if you're gonna, when you drain your pasta and it's gonna be sitting, you might want to toss it in some oil, but in the actual water, you do not need oil on your water. In your water for your pasta, because if your pasta is not done, it's gonna stick anyway. So just cook your noodles thoroughly, just check for its doneness or to your liking, and your pasta will be fine. It will not stick. So I'm gonna finish cutting up my onions and things like that, and I'll be right back with you guys. Hey you guys, I'm back with my mise en place, and I peel my shrimp, dice my onions here. I have my parmesan grated, my sausage I split in half and then cut them into medium-sized pieces. I have my minced garlic here, my cream cheese here, and this is heavy cream and milk, and my parsley. In my pan here, I have 4 tablespoons of butter and some olive oil. I put a little bit of olive oil to help my butter from burning. So once this butter melts, I'll be right back. So I'm back, and I don't know, my burner is a little high. I don't know, because I have this thing on as low as possible, and it's still super hot. But what you're gonna do, you're gonna cook your sausage first. You know, because you just don't want to throw it in a sauce without cooking it first. I don't know, I should have waited to put all the butter in there so that my sausage get brown, but you don't want it to burn, you know, because you don't want it to discolor your sauce in the end, you know, because if you burn anything in this process, it will change the color of your sauce. So turn this up a little, put it on medium. I mean, I can't really give you an estimate time on how long I'm gonna cook this, so I'll be right back and let you guys know exactly how much time I took to cook this sausage. And I have my stove on a medium. I don't know if you can see that. So I'll be back. Yeah, I'm back, and the sausage is ready. I cooked it for about 5 minutes on medium heat. This is as brown as you want your sausage to be. So I'm just gonna put it back in the bowl and set it to the side. I'm not gonna use this butter in my Alfredo. Of course, I just have this butter to cook my sausage and my shrimp. And once I'm done, I'm gonna pour this out actually. So here are my shrimp. I have some Cajun seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, and some black pepper. I'm not gonna add salt to my food until the end if it needs it. So I'm not going to cook these shrimp all the way through because it's going to finish cooking in the sauce. I'm just going to cook these for about 1 minute. So on medium heat, of course. And then once I finish with the shrimp, I'm then gonna pour this out, and I'm gonna start on the sauce. Okay, so that's been about a minute, so I'm just gonna take these out. I'm trying to add it to the bowl with the sausage if it'll fit. Let's see. Okay, so here's my bowl of my shrimp and my sausage. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys my pasta. Here, it's done. I just have it sitting in the water. I'm not going to drain it or rinse it off. I'm just going to pour it into the sauce right straight from out the water. The reason I'm not going to rinse it is because the starch from the noodles will actually help the sauce coat to the pasta. So, yeah. So as you can see, my noodles aren't sticking together because they're thoroughly cooked. The box may say cook 8 to 12 minutes, but fettuccine is a very thick noodle, and it actually takes more. It took me 20 minutes to cook these noodles. So I'm going to pour this grease out and wipe my pan out, and we're going to start off with the next step. Thanks. I'm back. As you can see, my pan, whoa. As you can see, my pan is cleaned out. I'm going to let the pan heat up a bit, and then I'm just going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. So for this next step, we're going to cook these onions. You just want to cook them until they're translucent. You do not want any color on your onions because, as I said before, it will change the color of your sauce. Yeah. I'm going to pour a little bit of olive oil. And do not add your garlic at this point because your garlic will burn quickly. So you want to cook these on low. Like a medium low maybe. So you're going to cook these for maybe approximately 5 minutes. I'm not sure. You know, I just cook. I don't be in my kitchen timing my food, and I don't teach people how to cook. This is my first time doing this. You know, I cook a lot, and my food is really good. Like, people always calling me, coming to my house, asking me what I'm cooking, and you know, they always want to eat my food. So I thought I'd share my recipes the best that I can with you guys. Yeah, so but as I go along, since I am trying to teach you guys how to cook, I will pay more attention to my measurements and the timing when cooking my food. So once these get to where I want them to be, I'll be right back. Remember, you do not want to get any color on your onions. Okay guys, I'm back and the onions are ready. As you can see, there's no color on my onions. Now I'm going to add my garlic. My minced garlic, that's about 1 tablespoon. You want to keep your stove on low because, as I said before, garlic is easy to burn. It burns very quickly, so keep that moving around. Now I'm going to add my whipping cream and my milk. This is 1 cup of whipping cream and 1 cup of whipping cream and a half a cup of whole milk. So you're going to keep your stove on low because you do not want your milk to curdle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this heat up. And after it heats up, I'm going to add my cream cheese. So this is going to take approximately 10 minutes to heat up to where I want it to be before I add my cream cheese, because I have my stove on low. So I want this to heat up on very low and slow, because you don't want to curdle your milk. So I'll be right back when it's time to add the cream cheese. Okay, my milk has been simmering for about 8 minutes. So now I'm going to add my cream cheese. Ooh. And I'm just going to let this cream cheese incorporate before I add the parmesan. Cut this down a little bit. Oh, and I actually added another half a cup of whole milk. So I'm just going to let this cream cheese melt and incorporate with the milk and the heavy cream. So once this cream cheese melts down, I'll be right back, and then we'll add the parmesan and the seasonings that we'll need for this sauce. Okay, as you can see, my cream cheese have melted down a little bit. There's still some chunks in there, but it's okay. I'm gonna add my Parmesan cheese. And you want to keep stirring because you do not want your cheese to stick to the bottom of your pan. I have a little bit more Parmesan left. And you want to cook this on very low, because if you don't, you're gonna have some lumpy sauce. And if your sauce is lumpy, that basically means that you curdled your milk, and that is definitely not pretty. So now I'm going to add my seasonings. I'm going to add some Cajun seasoning. And that's about a half a teaspoon. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of, what's this, garlic powder. And half a teaspoon of onion powder. And I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of black pepper. and it's in a grinder, so I'll have to put the phone down to do that. So I'll do that in a little bit because I'm working with one hand. So. So it's coming along just fine. The cream cheese still hasn't melted completely all the way, but you just want to keep stirring to prevent your sauce from sticking to the bottom, and keep your stove on a very low heat, as low as you can get it. You know, I know some people are impatient when they cook, but if you take your time, the end result will be amazing. This is a very delicious sauce. So once my cheese is melted all the way, I'll be right back with the next steps. And you want to toss your noodles. And you want to add your shrimp and your sausage back in along with the juices. Mix that in. The heat from the sauce is going to also finish cooking your shrimp. Or you could also do this in a pan if you would like. I thought it would be easier to toss it in a bowl since the pan is a bit small. And you also want to taste your food for seasoning. You may want to add a bit more black pepper and some salt. Add my parsley. And toss that around. So you guys, this is how I make my Cajun shrimp and sausage fettuccine Alfredo. I will have the recipe in the description. I'm gonna have the measurements and everything. And yeah, see you guys next week.